it's ripe to be picked here really soon. That's a nice kohlrabi. This looks like an avocado. If that's the case, the seed made it through the freezing winter. That would be really weird. I'm having a hard time getting some of these to grow. Doesn't matter what company I get them from. Dead. They just keep dying. You can tell the French shallots are starting to bulb up. Look at that. Not even July yet. This is my woods walk in my backyard. Those are black walnut trees. Overhead. They are tall. Yeah. It's always cooler back in here. There's a pea. This is my mix of skirret and barley and beans. These are just regular bush beans and climbing peas. There's two of them in there. Off they go. These hazelnuts are growing like crazy. It's not even July yet. Look at that. Oh, somebody's feeding their babies over here. Oh, there she is. She's got a lot of babies to feed. I better leave them alone. They got a lot of work to do. She's gonna sit there. Protect her. Oh, there she goes. Time to get some more food. That is my lineup of tomatoes. And I want to grow up this cattle panel. And I've been clipping off all of the lower stem, lower branches as they grow. For two reasons. One reason is I want it to grow up to that panel without me having to support it. And if I take off these lower branches as they grow, that will take some of the weight off the stem. And they'll be able to grow tall. I'll encourage them to grow out of that, out of the top. And the other reason, which is also a very important one, is that mold that causes the blight is in the ground. If you have branches close to the ground, it's that much easier for the mold to reach up and insect it. So that's my strategy this year. I've always kind of done that a little bit. What I've done in the past is I've waited until the branch was infected before I would clip it off. And I was thinking about it, and well, you know, I'm giving that mold a stronghold on that branch to jump up to the next branch. So now this year, the strategy's changed where I'm taking them off before they get the mold, before they get the blight. So I'm gonna do this a couple feet high, 2 feet high at least, and then I'll start to let them grow. They'll look really good. Just look at all that greenery right there. Okay. How about that? She's right above my head. Look at the reflection on the leaf of a wing. Makes it look like this dragonfly has 8 wings. Haha, is that cool? Never seen that dragonfly here before. Nice. That massive bush in the background here, you can see the blossoms on it. That's a Samdal elderberry. And next door here we have a Nova elderberry. It's blossoming as well. In between, there's some Novas hidden underneath that layer of Frontenac Gris grapes. That vine is always just literally loaded, busting with little grapes, and this is to serve as a trap crop for the birds. They're in here eating this for a month, and we want to fill those birds' bellies with this grape so that the rest of our grapes they're not totally left alone, but there's enough left for us. So, and these actually taste pretty good too, so we get to harvest a few of those and eat them as we walk around. Here's my shoe repair. Come over here. Come here. Come over here. Where'd you go? Don't go now. We're just getting to know one another. What? Ow! That tree's not even 10 feet away from me. I've been on a diet heavy with radishes and alliums, different types, but now I'm going to have something different. That is going to be my first kohlrabi harvest for breakfast this morning. I got a little method to my madness here. Let's get this off of here and then I'll explain it to you. I guess we'll defoliate it first. I like using the loppers. Somebody told me, oh, you can't leave the roots in the ground, you're going to get this root disease. Well, I got such a live soil that no matter what I leave in the soil, it gets ate right away. There is no root disease here. At least there hasn't been. I mean, who knows? I guess something could adapt. For now, we don't have any of those problems. So I just leave the root in the ground like that. Just cut it with the loopers. Yeah. That is going to be for breakfast today. Yeah. We're out here in the wee early morning hours. These leaves, I'll go ahead and I'll shove them underneath some straw so that the worms will eat them. This here is a grassweed. We'll take that out of there since we're bending down here. Okay, now to uncover my madness. So that was the lead kohlrabi in a lineup of 7 of them. And it had the biggest leaves and it was shading out these other ones, slowing their growth. You can see the ones way in the back of there, deep shade, are really little. So now that I've uncovered this one, it's going to start to grow. And in another 5 days or a week, I'm going to harvest another one of these. And so on and so forth, until the 7 are gone. And I've got other ones located around with a similar setup. And I want to eat 3-4 of these a week once it starts. So sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes they kind of don't grow that fast right away in the beginning, and then all of a sudden there they are. And the best part about this is this type of variety, it's a hybrid. It can grow to 12.5 pounds and it'll retain its sweet and crispness. Yeah, I've done it before.